Congratulations, obviously. I suppose really it's a bit of a homecoming in many ways because you've got a big affinity with this club, haven't you, really? Not only from your family point of view, but you were here as a youngster, so a bit of a homecoming, isn't it, really, in many ways?
Very much so. It's a nice feeling coming into work and coming past places that I know and just being at the club and seeing familiar faces. It's nice. It's a nice feeling to have, and when the job looked as though it was coming available, then I was getting excited with the possibility. But to get the job is obviously very special for myself and my family.
Because you're always, I suppose, been on the edge looking at it, and there's been a couple of times when you've been close from what we were told about the rumours when various other people were in for the job and got the job ahead of you. But really, is it your dream job? I mean, in many ways I might be wrong talking like that because you had a wonderful career at Macclesfield in many ways, not only as a player but also as the management side.
It is the position that I'm in to get Port Vale as a league club. Then it is a dream job for me, and I just hope that I can do myself justice and obviously the supporters justice, and get one or two people smiling again about the club. And obviously that's only going to come with results, but hopefully we can get the results and play decent football, and it would give me nothing more pleasure than to be able to do that and bring that to the football club.
You're not going into the unknown because you know all about the divisions, don't you, really? So it's something that you're not sort of looking into because you're tried and tested and you've had success at those levels. Is that going to help you?
I think it's going to help. I think it's helped the fact that I went to Shrewsbury and obviously managing in the league above and going to a different club than Macclesfield. I think it geared me up for actually coming here. As I say, I'm looking forward to it. The time off that I've had has enabled me to go and watch a lot of other clubs at this level, and also to watch the team, Port Vale players themselves. So that time off has helped, and I know the league really well now, far better than what I knew it 6 months ago.
Because you have been here, we've seen you in the stands a couple of times, so you're fully aware of the squad. I know you've got to hit the ground running at this moment in time because obviously we've got fixtures right on top of each other very, very quickly. But do you know much about the squad? I imagine you do. You're doing the research.
I do, not only through watching. I've watched about 4 games live, but through obviously Y-Scout, the videos that you can get now of games. Then I've been able to watch the games and watch individuals as well. It's not only, as I say, I've been able to watch Port Vale play, but also the other teams, the opposition. So, I'm geared up to come in.
You've got a mix of the squad, haven't you? You've got some senior players like Danny Pugh and Michael Tong, who are very senior in their terms of. Scott Brown, obviously very experienced, but you've got a lot of youngsters around that as well. Is that a good mix for you in many ways, John?
Yeah, I think it's important that you do have the youth. The most important thing is the older ones. Obviously they've been good players, but they've got good attitudes as well. The decent pros, and you could feel that today. When I went in today, you could tell that they've looked after themselves, and it's good for the younger ones to look up to. You Danny Pews and you Michael Tongs. So I'm looking forward to working with them all and trying to get the best out of them, whether they're young or old.
You've had your first training session. Go all right? Everything about the way you felt the lads reacted to what you want?
Yeah. Hopefully I'm saying that in another 2 or 3 weeks, but first session is first session, and if you can't get them going in the first session, then then you got problems. But from what I've seen, they're an honest bunch, and hoping to just get that a little bit more out of them.
You've brought Dave with you. I mean, what's the association there? Because I know Dave pretty well from his time at various clubs, going back as far as Notts County when he was a player, which puts us back a few years in many, many ways. But what's the association with Dave?
I've known Dave for quite a while now, obviously with being in the area, and Dave being we've crossed paths at different clubs, and Dave's got a good reputation as an excellent coach, and he's done a good job wherever he's been. So with him being local, and we're trying to obviously keep it as local as we can, I thought it was important that we get somebody in of Dave's stature, and he fits the bill really well.
You know all about your coaching, Dave, in many, many ways, because you were at Stoke, obviously, you came through the ranks there, and obviously in the youth and all that, and then you've got first team jobs at various other clubs. Obviously you're pleased to be back in the game, aren't you?
Oh, delighted, George. Absolutely delighted to get the opportunity to work alongside John. Really looking forward to it. As I said, I've watched John's teams over the years and always been impressed with how they went about their football. And hopefully, you know, we can sort of reproduce the same sort of levels. No reason why we can't.
I suppose the fact of the matter, both of you do know the levels, don't you? I know you've gone all through the levels in terms of how you've been educated yourselves in Football League, right at the Premier League. Is it harder in this division, Dave, in terms of Division 2 because of the physicality, etc.? How do you see it?
No, I think anyone will tell you any league's difficult. Results are always difficult to come by, but I'm sure looking at the lads this morning, we've got a group of players that certainly they're going to apply themselves and do everything they can to, to pull away from where we are and try and amass as many points on the board as we can.
John made the point. There's enough talent in the squad, isn't there? Really, if you get, I suppose, round pegs in round holes, isn't it? That's what it's all about, really, and getting everybody playing to the singing from the same hymn sheet, Dave.
Absolutely. If we can get the players playing to their maximum level as often as we can, then hopefully, I'm pretty sure that we've got enough. But there's a lot of work to be done. It's very early. We're only one day into the job. But as I say, I can only speak from what we've seen this morning, and the levels of training were excellent this morning.
Big challenge, but looking forward to it, Dave.
Oh, absolutely, of course, yeah, absolutely. Can't wait to get really stuck into it.
Finally, from me, Colin, obviously you've got your man, and obviously I think you're a big supporter of John from the rumours that I hear around my contacts. Easy decision to make, was it?
It is an easy decision when you get to it, and we've been through the process to ensure that we've done it right. I'm delighted John's here, and I really do look forward to working with him. We go back an awful long way, and we've enjoyed some real good success together. And hey, we're still spring chickens, me and John, and we'd like to enjoy a bit more.
What do you think his credentials are? I mean, I've already spoken to John, know all about his background. What influenced you in terms of your choice of bringing John back here?
Well, he's certainly got a determination about him, and he certainly knows how he's going to set up and what he wants to do and where he wants to go. And I think having that clear thought process that he then puts into practice is very important. And I think he's got a flexible personality to encompass all the characters that are going to be in a changing room, from the young and the old that we've talked about earlier, and bring out the best in them, get them organised and get us up that table.
The main factor is, Colin, from me, is the supporters and everybody has got to get not only behind John but the team, haven't they, in this crucial part of the season?
Yeah, absolutely. You've talked to John about his affinity with this club, and it matters to him because this is the club that he grew up with, and being a supporter, you can tell how important it is to him, and he knows how important it is to the supporters, and I think having that affinity will only help us.